In this video, I want to discuss the difference between being a weekend photographer versus professional photographer. Both have merits. On one side, obviously, you want to have someone who dedicated 100% time to photography and filmmaking and who's doing this full time. But that person probably going to charge you quite a bit of money, and that person is probably done so many gigs, and his heart is not that much in that. It's just a job for that person, so they don't really care for the end result. They do not doing this for fun, they're doing this for money. And someone who does it as a weekend photographer has advantage of, first of all, having a decent big job that can pay for great equipment for time, so it's not in a rush, not struck by financial terms. So that person can afford expensive equipment, new equipment, put more time into this, more thought. He has a full week to think thoroughly about the shoot. He doesn't do or she that many shoots like that. A weekend photographer also has, like I said, has it hard. Not necessarily needs to get paid. The weekend photographer does it out of as a something that they enjoy and love, versus someone who is doing this full time. They just do this to pay the bills. And there is a big difference in those. So you decide which one is better, but both have its merits. Of course, I have no disrespect for professional photographers who do it as the full-time thing, and many of us want to do this way, or like there are many friends of mine who had a job and retired and started doing photography as a hobby and extra income. But like I said, they have their pension, they have their income, and photography is something that they do because they love it. And there are those of us who do it for to pay the bills, and that's nothing wrong with that. It's totally cool, but the question is, what is the value at the end, the result? Who produce best pictures or best video, and who puts not that much a question of effort, but end result for the client, for the viewership, who gets more, which one delivers more. And I don't know the answer. Usually, of course, if we go all the way to the high end, it's probably the full-time photographers who dedicate everything gets on top. But in many instances, when it's a smaller budget or a decent regular budget, it's not top of the world. Then I think, in my mind, a weekend photographer is preferred, because that person puts much more planning and preparation and thought to this, and the heart is in the right place for that person, versus someone who just have it as a way of feeding the family, or paying the bills. Let me know, what do you think?